I had no idea that designing this character could change my perception of world building and bring ideas to life that I've been developing for years. If you want to see how this happened, stay tuned. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to design one of the main villains in my story, Chroma. If you want to learn more about this world and its protagonist, check out the playlist in the description below that'll catch you up to speed with the story of this new world. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Before we get into this character intro, Zukuri's story is really interactive with the world, so I'll be bringing up already existing concepts introduced in the previous video with new concepts that will be further explained throughout this video. Moving on, Zukuri is a descendant created through the pioneers. When the divine asteroid of fire fell from the heavens, it collided with the Matera Institute and the fabric of reality. This wide combustion of power and light created the tempest storm that interacted with the fabric of reality to materialize matter into an alternate dimension. While this was happening, fractures of space-time were ripping in the fabric of reality because of the tempest. Zukuri was absorbed into the tempest and fell into one of these fractures and was transferred into the cosmic dimension of Limbo. Zukuri was trapped within the reflection of his life with what seemed like no way out. Every scenario of his life was lived out over and over again. After what seemed like an eternity, Zukuri noticed a door and a mirror in every scenario. These doors and mirrors were placed in odd places that didn't make sense. Zukuri looked in the mirror and saw himself, but it was different. His body was faded, not really there, but fully conscious, a cluster of waves. He looked at the door and turned the handle. He stepped out into a hallway full of doors. He walked down to see what was at the turn at the end of the hallway. When he turned the corner, he saw a light. He started chasing it, thinking it was a way out. When he ran, he felt like he was floating. He looked at his feet and saw they were not there. After realizing the light wasn't getting closer, he decided to enter one of the doors, thinking it could have a clue in how to escape this labyrinth. After entering, he was caught in another person's limbo. He turned back and tried to open the door, but it was gone. He remembered his own limbo with the doors and mirrors at the end of the limbo scenarios. He waited and lived out the scenario of this stranger's life and saw the same door and mirror he saw in his own limbo. He was about to open the door once more, but remembered that it would lead to the labyrinth. He looked at the mirror and saw his body morphed and started fading even more. He ran out of ideas of how to leave this cosmic reality. He tried walking the maze, going through limbo, going through the door, but none seemed to work. He tried everything except breaking the mirror. If limbo is a reflection of a person's life, there's a possibility that the other side of limbo was reality. His fist started pounding the mirror. He was feeling lightheaded, but he was relentless. He felt himself fading more and more until a small crack was made in the mirror. He punctured the small crack and shattered the mirror. When he tried crossing, he disrupted the boundary between the two realities. This disruption materialized his fading body, but in turn warped and inverted his body's biology. He absorbed the abnormal frequencies created in the boundary's disruption, giving him strange supernatural anomalies embedded within his body. Zukuri's character development will be further progressed as the story of Chroma continues to mature. I hope you enjoyed that short introduction to Zukuri and how he got his powers. Talking about his powers, let's take a deeper look at his abilities. Zukuri has the abilities of a disruptor, meaning that he has the power to create anomalies and obstruct the natural frequencies and energy forms of reality. With this power, he is able to alter the molecules of his body to transform into a wraith-like state where he is able to move freely with enhanced movement speed. While he is in his wraith form, he is still affected by gravity. Because Zukuri can create disruptions in space, he can open gateways or portals to teleport from one place to another. The way that Zukuri's portals work is by a gate and station method. What I mean by this is that Zukuri is able to create a portal home and a portal eye. When he creates a portal home, he creates a stationary disruption of space that functions as a landing dock when he uses his portal eye. His portal eye is the portal he uses to teleport himself to the portal home. Think of the portal home as a destination, and the portal eye is the car to get to the destination. Now that we know how Zukuri's portals work, let's take a look at the different ways he uses them in his arsenal. When he wants to create a stationary portal home, Zukuri can charge his katana with disrupted energy frequencies to create a space anomaly that holds a portal home. Now that he has established the portal home, Zukuri can then throw out a portal eye to an opponent that teleports them to the portal home. The opponent then takes damage and various confusion effects that linger over time. eye. He can also link portal homes to random objects by charging them with disrupted energy. When he links a portal home to a random object, they don't cast the same damage and confusion effects as a space anomaly does. On the other hand, he is able to place multiple portal homes when he links them to different objects because it takes up less of his power. When he links these portals to objects, Zukuri can look through them with his looking eye. The looking eye are mini portals that are linked to his shurikens. The looking eye can't teleport anything to the portal home. Instead, it acts as a window to look at the site where the portal home is stationed. When Zukuri is using the looking eye, the object it's linked with reacts with the portal home and creates many anomalies with the surrounding environment. Similar to his ability to link a looking eye portal to his shurikens, Zukuri can also link a portal home to his shuriken. With this, he is able to throw out a portal home and teleport to it using a portal eye, very similar to the translocator that Sombra uses in Overwatch. For his final ability, Zukuri charges his katana with disrupted energy. He dashes forward towards his opponent and tears a rip through the fabric of reality. He opens a gateway into the alternate dimension of Limbo where he traps his opponent. After he transfers into Limbo, he can manipulate the dimension of Limbo itself. The way Limbo works in this world is that it reflects the life of the soul who is in it. So the manipulation of Limbo is the manipulation of the identity one has of themselves and the memory of their life. Now that we read up on Zukuri's abilities, let's take a look at the new additions to Chroma and how his powers relate to the world. The world of Chroma is separated into different astral planes. The plane of existence that the material world exists on is called the cosmic plane. This cosmic plane serves as a middle ground that holds the different universes. Limbo is a dimensional domain that exists within the cosmos. I will go further in depth in these different planes of existence within the world of Chroma in a different video. But since Zukuri's abilities directly correlate to Limbo and the fabric of reality, let's take a look at how these dimensions and building blocks take part in the world of Chroma. Limbo refers to the collection of pocket dimensions that each reflect the life of every person living in the material world, meaning that your life is recorded from your first steps to your last breath. Not only are your physical actions recorded, but so is your soul. The unfiltered emotions that expose your true intentions, the secrets no one knows, and the true passions of the soul that wake you up every day. It's a dimension that reflects every part of your being. Altering the state of Limbo is more of an illusion. The true memories are still there and very present in the opponent's life, but Zukuri has the ability to manipulate these memories into a new narrative that exposes the opponent's weaknesses and flaws, essentially manipulating the idea of what someone thought their life was. Not only does this bring to light the deepest weaknesses to Zukuri, but also resurfaces the guilt that the opponent had in their life. Limbo manipulation is a very intense power and takes up a lot of Zukuri's energy to do, meaning that it's only done few and far between. The boundary that separates the cosmos and the material reality is called Novum. Sometimes Novum is also referred to as the fabric of reality. This boundary is made up of different layers that all come together to animate and materialize the physical reality. These 9 different layers are the constant physics that serve as the building blocks of all life in physical reality. The first layer holds the mechanical energy needed for motion and change, energy like kinetic energy and potential energy. The second layer is the 4th dimension of time, referring to space-time and the most fundamental and crucial element needed for life to take course. The third layer is the speed of light, referring to the fundamental, unchanging constant of the universe that sets the ultimate speed limit for causality, energy, and information. The fourth layer is gravity and mass, representing the relationship of the force of gravity between any two objects being directly proportional to the product of their masses, keeping things grounded on Earth and holding planets in orbit around the sun. The fifth layer is the quantum realm, holding the energy within all life, the building blocks of electrons, protons, and atoms. The sixth layer holds elementary charge, referring to the attractive electrostatic force between the positively charged protons in the nucleus and the negatively charged electrons orbiting it, keeping the atom intact. This elementary charge creates the electric field. The seventh layer holds the electric field, responsible for exerting forces on charged particles, causing them to attract or repel one another without physical contact. They can do work by influencing the movement of charges, converting energy from the field into kinetic energy of the charged object. These forces play a fundamental role in holding atoms and molecules together, forming the basis of chemical bonds. When an electric field changes, it creates a magnetic field. The eighth layer is the magnetic field. responsible for generating electric currents, attraction and repulsion, and shielding physical reality from cosmic radiation by deflecting charged particles, creating phenomena like the auroras. Interactions between the electric and magnetic fields are a dynamic, cyclical relationship where a changing electric field induces a changing magnetic field, which in turn a changing electric field, and so on, forming self-sustaining electromagnetic waves. The combination of elementary charge, electric fields, and magnetic fields form the electromagnetic force. The ninth and final layer is the electromagnetic force. This force transmits energy in the form of electromagnetic waves, which include visible light, radio waves, and X-rays. It is also responsible for binding atoms into molecules, thereby holding matter together. This final layer allows for the stages of organization to take place in physical reality. The electromagnetic spectrum is the full range of all types of electromagnetic radiation, organized by wavelength and frequency from radio waves to gamma rays, each with different properties and application. For example, infrared energy is invisible to the human eye but can be felt as heat and is used in a variety of applications due to its properties for causing molecules to vibrate, producing heat, and being a powerful non-visible light. Common uses include muscle pain relief and wound healing. Radio waves have properties that include the ability to travel at the speed of light, penetrate non-metallic materials in the Earth's atmosphere, and be reflected around obstacles. Due to these properties, they are widely used for telecommunication. Ultraviolet energy can initiate chemical reactions from the high-energy photons of ultraviolet radiation, providing the necessary energy to break or rearrange the chemical bonds within molecules. UV light directly activates the molecules, creating highly reactive intermediate species that then drive the chemical change. Electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy that travels as waves and can pass through space, even in a vacuum, without needing a medium. These 9 layers of novum hold the power of materialization that brings the physical world to life. When the tempest struck the moon chroma, these different energy fields were targeted and caused anomalies with the natural world. This event led to people receiving supernatural abilities. When the divine ball of fire crashed into the Material Institute, it fused the powers of creation with the fabric of reality to materialize the digital world of Matera into an alternate dimension. If you're confused about the events I just brought up, you can check my previous video that brings up everything about the world. I really hope that explanation of Novum and Limbo were easy to understand, but I will be making more videos on the cosmos of chroma and the different dimensions within it and outside it. So if that interests you, definitely keep your eyes peeled. Designing Zukuri changed my world building by surfacing a path I haven't walked on before. As I started designing him more and more, I was making his abilities more in tune with the world and directly correlated to the events of the story. When I did this, I started world building separately from Zukuri, even when I didn't know it. What I'm getting at here is that I enjoyed building chroma the most when I was looking at it through the lens of character design, giving the world a personality and fashion style, giving the world a reaction to the events that affected it, giving the world a living, breathing biology that is in tune with the story and characters, giving every small bone meaning in a broader, holistic sense, and reflecting that through the characters. With my previous world, I was world building and designing the characters separately. Not that that approach is bad by any means, but I was trying to find and force a harmony between them that was not there. Sure, I can design their clothing based on their culture, but what is the personality that the world is trying to communicate? What is the world trying to say through the characters? This method of creating a world so in tune with its characters allows me to grow with it and treat it as a character going through its own development. Worlds evolve and change. It's the whole reason why time exists. So why not let a world evolve? With this new approach to my world building, I found a middle ground between soft and hard world building where the world is not completely dependent on the character's development, but neither is the character dependent on the world's development. Together, these stories combine to create an organically evolving story and narrative that feels alive and cohesive. While designing Zukuri, I started creating characters as representatives of the world instead of creating characters as inhabitants of a world. In the same way, I'm creating a world as the representative of its characters instead of creating a world as a setting for characters. I'm sure this approach to world building is obvious to some, but actually living it and putting it into words as someone who's actively trying it for the first time really validates the reason why why I want to create in the first place. Creating characters and stories that live, breathe, and grow with the audience. Creating stories that you guys can enjoy and relate with. Before the video ends, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm currently working on some really fun videos for my other world, Project Exodus. If you want to learn more about that world, check out the playlist link in the description below. The reason why I haven't been posting a lot of work for that project is because I lost some of the excitement with that world. That doesn't mean that I'm completely stopping my work with that world, it just means that I'm taking things a little slower with Project Exodus. I'm really excited to continue making videos on the world of Chroma, and I'd rather work on a project I'm really excited for so that I can continue bringing you guys quality videos that I had fun creating. Starting this new world of Chroma opened my horizon to new world building techniques I haven't tried before. I've learned so many new things with the world of Chroma, and I'm so excited to implement those new ideas into Project Exodus. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video and leave a comment on your favorite part about Zukuri's character. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you all in the next video.